Please be advised this video is for entertainment and or educational purposes only. Always do your own research to make and come to your own conclusions. This video does contain speculation and opinions. Thank you. Y'all, we need to seriously talk about Corey Gamble. He's been there all along, creeping, lurking, and when we look into everything, Google his name, it's always just pictures of him and Kris Jenner. But supposedly, if you were watching the Kardashians when he first popped up, the story, I guess, or narrative they spun with was that he was like a co-manager for Justin Bieber. So if you deep dive into that, wasn't he around the time that the kid was hanging out with Diddy and all those parties? So that means he's linked to Scooter Braun, which we know a lot of negative things about. And he's linked to Diddy. So two top people in the music industry. And then, of course, his connection with the Kardashians, who at one point were powerful names. And they're all connected with Lou Taylor. And during the Britney conservatorship and the Free Britney movement, none of these people were speaking out. I'm starting to really think this is what people mean when they say you don't want to go into the music industry. You don't want to go into the entertainment business. You don't want to do business with these people. And unfortunately for Kanye, as soon as he got dipped into that family, things took a turn for the worst for him. And y'all remember when he spoke out about the text message he got from a trainer, that personal trainer? He's also connected to the Kardashians. But as I was trying to connect this all together and stare at this fucking web, look at this.
Through Corey. Corey is a plant. Corey was, Puff Daddy, Manny. You know what I'm saying? Then he was with Justin Bieber when Justin Bieber got in trouble. And then when Bruce did a transition to Caitlyn, he popped up. Now he run around like he Kylie Daddy. But he's there for the agenda and controlling the power of that family. Four of those people in that family have been raised Christian by Rob Kardashian. I know y'all want a question, but did you ask something right there?
I think you just gotta let some of the thoughts
It's not even venting or inventing. It's up. They done fuck with me too long. Every time they say my name wrong.
Took the words right out of my head. Corey Gamble is an industry plant. And who planted him there? Who gave him his in to the circle? Allegedly, Diddy. Yet all along, no one seemed to really question about where he came from, or the authenticity of his background that we were told through the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. They even had one of the girls be a little testy with him to even have us, if we had suspicions of him, back out. Might sound a little ridiculous, but they do say life imitates art, art imitates life. And it looks like this is the cycle. I'm actually very repulsed and disgusted. Look, Remember how we all felt when we started to learn about what was really happening with Britney Spears? Even if you believe or don't believe the narrative that is still out there, we did find out some truth of horrible things that happened to her. And well, imagine what was really happening to Justin Bieber. Britney Spears was the test. She was the first test dummy. I hate to say that as the term, but she was the first test subject. And it worked. So that formula is what they've been looking for. And if it doesn't work, it's possible that they get rid of you because your records will sell on and they will still make their money. And you know darn well I don't even have to list the names. Michael Jackson. That alone should give you a little bit of a wake-up call. We have learned in the past couple of years about handlers in the business, how there's people and services like, for example, black box security, who work with multiple people. It wasn't just with Britney Spears. That's the only case that got exposed. But they also do security for Miley Cyrus. They have ties with Paris Hilton, which is another story I need to wrap up for you guys. I no longer stand by her. I think there's some things that we are forgetting when it comes to her. But this is disgusting. These people aren't just famous. They're dangerous. They're high on money, greed. Not all of them, but apparently most of them. And there's a whole circus of it. And there's a bunch of ringmasters. And this all needs to come to light. When we go back to discussing, you know, the Kardashians, and people say, oh, the Kardashian curse. Well, the more I think about it, if they don't like you or they're done with you and they have, you know, some revenge and built up anger towards you, they might just ruin your career. And look what they did to Kanye. He had to move to a different country. Diddy's events weren't just for freak-offs. He also had special brunches and special dinners with all sorts of different famous rich people. But you know what? They weren't just parties. I think they were organized events. In my opinion, when you think of the elites controlling the world, who's in charge of the country or the world? It's not just presidents and politicians. It's the people with the money, and that could be in any industry. If any of you guys think I'm onto something or anything, please, in the comments down below, tag your favorite creator, investigator, and let's get this going. Let's investigate them all.